Today we're going to go over Unit 1, Day 4 notes, solve an equation practice, which is just some schooner problems. So let's go ahead and start with number 1. Number 1 says, which set of equations represents the solution to 2x minus 6 equals 14? You could go down each answer choice and see if they're working them out correctly, or you can just go ahead and work it out yourself and just match it up with one of the answer choices. So remember, we're solving for x, so that means we need to move the minus 6 and we need to move the 2 away from the 6. So let's start with the minus 6. So let's jailbreak this to the other side, so it becomes plus 6. So on the left side of the equal sign, we're left with 2x. On the right side, we'll have 14 plus 6, which gives me 20. Now I need to move the 2 over to the other side. Now if you notice, I'm multiplying by 2. So the opposite of multiplication is division. Therefore, on the left side of the equal sign, I have x. On the right side, I will have 10, because I'm doing 20 divided by 2. So my answer is B. As you can tell, it's the same identical steps. Okay? Number 2. Which equation is equivalent to 2 plus 3 times 2x plus 3 equals 13? I'm going to rewrite this problem so I can have some space to work it out. Now, remember, the first step, or the first thing you always want to do, is get rid of the parentheses. If there's parentheses, get rid of them. So I'm going to apply the distributive property. So I'm going to do 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, everything else I haven't used, I'm going to bring it down. So the equals 13 and then the plus 2. Now I'm going to combine like terms. The only like terms I have on the left side of the equal sign is 2 and 12. So I'm going to have plus 14. Bring down your 6x. Bring down the equals 13. Now I can start moving things around so x can be by itself. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to jailbreak the 14 to the other side, so that becomes minus 14. Because that's a plus, so the opposite is a minus. So I'm left with 6x equals 13 minus 14 is negative 1. But wait, I think I went too far. Oh, I did. Look at that. You actually didn't even have to jailbreak anything. You can just leave it as it is. Because if you look at answer choice B, your answer is 6x plus 14 equals 13. They didn't want us to solve the problem. I was just working ahead, unfortunately. But my answer is B. Okay? Flip to the back. 3. What is the solution to the equation 2 times 2x minus 5 equals 6? So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this problem out here so I can have some space to work it out. First thing I want to do is get rid of those parentheses, so I'm going to distribute the 2. So I'm going to do 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Bring down your equals 6. Now I'm going to jailbreak the minus 10 to become a plus 10. And I'm left with 4x equals 6 plus 10 is 16. Now, if you notice, I'm multiplying by 4, so the opposite is to divide by 4. So x equals 16 divided by 4, which is 4. So my answer is 4. Okay? Number 4. What is the solution to the equation 1/2 times x plus 5 equals 10? My recommendation is that anytime you have fractions, go ahead and change them to decimals. So 1/2 is the same thing as 0.5, and then I'm going to copy everything else down. Now I can go ahead and distribute. So 0.5 times x is 0.5x. 0.5 times 5 is 2.5. Then bring down your equals 10. Now I can start moving things around, so I'm going to jailbreak the 2.5 over to the other side to become a minus 2.5. So I'm left with 0.5x equals 10 minus 2.5 is 7.5. Now if you notice, I'm multiplying by 0.5, so the opposite is to divide by 0.5. So I'm left with x equals 7.5 divided by 0.5 is 15. So my answer is 15 for this problem. Okay, and the last one. Number 5. What is the solution to the equation 3x plus 5 equals 5x minus 15? So, if you notice, there's no parentheses, there's nothing to combine, so I can go ahead and start jailbreaking a variable to one side or the other side. So, here's your options. You can jailbreak the 3x over here, or you can move the 5x over here. Your choice. I prefer to move the variable that will result in a positive answer. I don't want any negative numbers. So, with that being said, I'm going to move the 3x over here and make it a minus 3x. So on the left side of the equal sign, I have a 5. On the right side, I have 5x minus 3x is 2x, and then bring down your minus 15. Now I'm going to move my minus 15 to the other side, and it becomes a plus 15. So 15 plus 15 is 20. Equals 2x, and then if you notice, I'm multiplying by 2, so the opposite is to divide by 2. So x equals 10, or you can just do x equals 10 like this. There you go. So that is basically it.